Good evening. Welcome to HTML. This is supposed to be the final class where we review the assignment. And the assignment is supposed to be a design of a form. So I have a form I want to review here. So I will go to, I think I downloaded it just now, the download form, and let's put it inside here and see. So I need to bring it through this method, drag and drop here, so that I can preview. So this is the form, or this is the project that has been sent through. I will go through everything to make sure that it conforms with everything that we've been teaching, guys. And that's the idea. Okay, we have the top HTML, we have the head section. Prettier looks okay. It doesn't look as if Prettier is complaining. We have the title, we have the style. Yeah, it's fine. Style is okay there. By the way, by the time we go to CSS, you will not be doing styling like this again. The idea is that this styling is just for us to explain the style attributes. By the time we drop into CSS, all our styling will go into here. Okay, so we have this going like this. Okay, so what I discovered from your code base is that it's not properly formatted. You can see that so many things are not aligned properly. And I think you don't have Prettier installed. You don't have Prettier installed. If you have Prettier installed correctly, it will format this code for you. So I'm about to press Ctrl S and see what happens immediately I do that. Immediately I do that, it's not formatting it very well for me. So look at the bottom right. The bottom right is showing red. What that means is that your code is not properly nested. That's what's happening to your code. Your code is not properly nested, and that's why I suggested, or I requested, that you send in the code. Okay, let's start one after the other. One of the way you can quickly do it is to check it through Prettier to figure out what is going on. You can quickly use Prettier to figure it out. And yeah, let's try it. If I click on Prettier, it gives me this output, like these crazy stuffs. Don't be alarmed when you see something like this. Don't be alarmed. I just scroll to the top of the code. I just clicked on Prettier now, and it's showing me all these things. And if you know where to look, you will see the error. So for starters, maybe you might not use this approach to detect what is going on. You might need to do it manually to detect how you came into the error that you're seeing. But because I'm used to Prettier, I can pretty spot where the error is coming from. So especially when you start talking to your code, that's when you start looking at it. So here, it start talking to my code, and it's saying something here, unexpected closing tag for table row. So you did something, you unexpectedly closed table row. That's what is happening here, 26. Sometimes Prettier gets it wrong or right. So I'm going to leave Prettier alone and do it manually so that you learn one or two things from it. So let's start from the top. So starting from the top, we have head, we have HTML, we have head, and I'm going to be using my tab so that I can indent and see what is going on, right? So I want to be doing this. I don't need style, so I remove style totally. So this guy looks okay, guys. This one looks okay. The next thing I need to indent is my body, right? And then I need to push this one here. So this one is also looking good. The head section is looking good. So rather the body section is looking good. So we need to go in depth, in every other thing needs to go deep. So we have our form, and then we have this div. We have this one that's inside it. I'm going to break this one so that I can visualize and see what's happening. So we have our H1, which is close and open. That is great. But you know that we still need to close our UL. I don't know why you have a UL here. UL is a list. So you shouldn't have a list in this format. But let's keep going. So, and then I have my paragraph here. There's a lot of things going wrong here. You have UL that's on ordered list, and then you have H1, and then you have paragraph. That is really some messed up stuff. And then you also have a table in there. Everything is sitting inside UL, which is weird, because what you should be doing with your UL is for you to be listing stuff, like list of items, not listing a whole heavy stuff like this. So you can see what I'm doing here now. I'm inside table and I'm having a table row. Inside table row, I'm having a label. So this is totally wrong. Table row only has one data, and that is TD. So this is totally bonkers. I don't know which other English to use. So you can see that there's a whole lot of wrong thing going up with your code in here. So even though this label is done correctly, right? No, not really. This label is opened like this, and then you open another label, and then you didn't close the label, and you have another label open. So this is a duplicate label, right? And I'm going to remove this one. This duplicate. So it looks okay right now. This is how it's supposed to look like. And this input was not closed. So you close the input, and so you have this one set properly. So this is really messed up. So you need to have table data inside table row. You know, so ordinarily the question is, why do you even need the table in the first place? You know, maybe you want to put an item on the left and the other one in the left and the right. So you need to put this one in a TD and this one inside a TD as well. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So what I want to do is I want to be showing you the preview as we are doing it, so that you'll be seeing what it will be gravitating towards. So this is the result, and that's why sometimes you can see the reason why I said that you should send the you should send me the source code. So this does not translate that you've done everything in the right way. So this is just showing that this is the output. Might not necessarily means that it's correct. Okay, number one, you've done this UL, which I'm not seeing the close tag anywhere. I don't think you close the UL at any point. So I want to see if it's safe to remove. I want to search if there are other ULs. There's no other UL, so it's safe to remove that UL from there. And I will just do this. So that UL has totally gone and I've left. So this padding, I'm sure you are using it to pad the whole thing. So I can move this guy here like this. And if I need to fix this table, again, I don't know why you're having different table. You are creating table for everything, individual table. All of them are having their table. And this table is done wrongly. This one now, for example, you did table data, you did not do table row. Wrong. So you see why you need to practice. So, and we did an assignment on table. So this should be easy peasy. But unfortunately, we need to go through this. Okay, so like I said, this whole thing should just be a single table and we should be good to go. So how do we implement this one now? Is by just say TD here. This should be a TD. I don't think we need a label because we did not implement the label well. So I'll just turn this to a TD so that this will contain table data, while this other one as well will also be a TD. So we can then put that in a TD like this. So you now have this result. This is how it should look like. This one translates to this. So if you then want to continue adding the other ones inside, you don't need to start and create a new table again. You can just duplicate this one inside here. Again, this is done wrongly because you did not put TD. So I'm going to cut it and remove this one and introduce it here. And I'm going to put the TD part of it inside it. I'm going to put the TD part. So the TD was removed. Table data. Then the class name. I don't know why you were using class name, because I didn't teach you guys class name. I don't know where you got class name from. You are faster than the class. So TD. So I come in here and I close my TD. I also close the input. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So I'm closing the class name. I'm removing the class name that you have here. So if you look at the table, we have this, we have table row, We have TD, close TD, open TD, we have close TD, we have this, we have that. This one we have open, open, close, and we have close. So good, we're getting somewhere. Let's move on and quickly do the rest. So the rest are also supposed to have that same implementation. TR, TD, okay. So what else do we need to do? Okay, so we've done that part. Let's quickly add the rest. So that will call it a day. Okay, so this one is select. So I'm going to copy the whole of this one here. Remove this one. So we're starting with TR first. So this should be TR. So that label should be TD. This is the time you got this one, and it's supposed to be 4, and this one is supposed to be ID. But I'm not going to implement that so that we can quickly do this thing in time. Okay, so you can see that it's aligning now. You can see the result. You can see that the result is getting better than what you can see your own result at the bottom compared to this. This is how to use table to do this. So to save time, I'm going to delete the rest. To save time, I'm going to delete the rest, and I'm going to suggest that you redo it. So I've deleted the rest. So now you have to see where you are here. Where I am here is stable. You can see the way the HTML structure looks like. So you have to balance the HTML structure up. So the next thing is that you need to close with div, right? Do you see that? The next thing that you need to close is the form. Then finally, the body is already there, closed, and the HTML is closed. So if I save now, Prettier should now work correctly now. So everything is okay now. From this point of view, it looks okay now. This is what I was expecting, for you to do, and it's looking better. You see that it's well presented now, kind of. I didn't even see the style that you did there. So I don't know what you are trying to implement, but if you want to implement what I think you are trying to do, you would have just said width is equal to 100%. This is how to implement, that feature there, because what you are implementing was different. So this is what, would have been better. Okay, guys. So that is what, that's the correction for this your assignment. I will actually encourage you to go and redo it. I've given you a tip already. I will encourage you to go and redo it to continue it. So in our next class, we'll start CSS, so that we'll be able to then start using the advanced form of these things. Okay, our class will be on Thursday, 9 p.m. as usual.